wants to fill in the back body. As he breathes the ribs down, and it's okay to keep your knees a little released, opening 1 and 2. I'll pick up your shirt so we can see this. Right now you can see how he's lifting the base of the butt up. We want the sacral area very long so that this body can reach the leg bones out and down through the heels. So when the back of your perineum, Doug, looks forward, 6 o'clock, right in front of the anus, looks forward toward 12, at the same time that 12 looks forward toward 6. Now release the base of the butt straight down toward the heels and beyond the heels into the floor. Yes. Yes. So you begin to elongate these sacral muscles. Yes. Do you feel how your heels are going into the earth more? Good. You're in your back body. So now climb the belly out of the base, the floor of the pelvis, without lifting your ribs, and keep filling your low back. That's it. Long in the low back. Ha. All the way up. So the head begins to climb, chin down to drop, all the way up. Beautiful. Do you feel like you're in your back body more now?
Yes.
Good. So when I look at Doug now, there's more opening in this back sacrum, and the wrinkles of the pants are beginning to iron out. He's not being pulled into the midline. And what I'm going to have Doug do is a deeper stretch so that we can watch this opening at the base of the buttock and into the roots of the thighs. So Doug, would you turn and face the chair and open that right heel? And remember, don't lock your knees, because Doug pushes his pelvis forward. He tends to open his upper back like this and creates the shortening in here and the hyperextension of the legs. So he wants to get more on the outside of this foot and have this arch lift. But it's not just a matter of rolling the foot out. Keep your knees very soft. Yes. And while he feels like if he keeps the knees soft, he's just going to tuck that tail further forward, I'm going to ask him to breathe his ribs down and gently begin, slow motion, the chin into the chest first. Follow your breath. Breathe. That's it. So the rib cage is coming into the back wall and you're rounding. Good. And we're going to, if you can move your hands out here a little bit, you're going to open 1 and 2 from the middle of the perineal circle, that small circle. Ah, do you feel in the low right back? You've just created space. You are unraveling, unwinding these muscles that have been raveled and wound up in this direction. As he opens into the root of his thigh from the middle of the circle, he begins to make this space. Because remember, this historically is coming up and around, coming down in here. His complaint is low back pain. So we want to make sure that this area unravels to release the stress. And it has to start in the root of the pelvic floor. Beautiful. So he unravels 1 and 2. And I look at that arch and I say, oh my, that is beautiful. And he's not going to lock his knee. Yes. And he's going to find the outside of this foot. Gorgeous. And now the back of the perineum, right in front of the anus, which would be our 6 o'clock, looks toward 12 at the same time that 12 is looking back between the legs. And that brings the belly up into the back wall. to elongate the sacral muscles and fill up his lumbar spine. Yes, yes. So you see the groove in this spine, and we want these erector muscles to get longer and longer so that we create more space between the discs. Remember, this is the site of his congestion. Good.